This is Cindy. Welcome back to Rollover Use video programs. And in this video, we are going to be talking about controlling doorways. So when you're controlling doorways, you want to have your dog sit and wait while you open the door. And they're going to sit and wait, even with the door wide open, like Gracie is here, until you tell them that they can go out. And now here's Ben, a little bit different example so you can see kind of what we're doing here. I'm telling Ben to wait, and I'm going to open the doorway, and then I'm going to walk through, and then I'm going to call him to join me. And those are two different ways. Now, you've got puppies. This is Nugget, and Nugget is like 8 weeks old, so she is the epitome of a puppy. And so she is very distracted and she's doing all kinds of different things other than what we want her to do. Now, this goes to show that puppies can learn anything an adult dog can learn, but you have to do it in a very specific way that puppies understand. So, as you can see, we distracted Nugget, and Nugget distracted herself while we opened the door, and then we invited her to go out and called her back through, and now we're going to give her all kinds of lovin's and attention, and we're going to try it again. Now this time we're not going to distract her quite as much and see what happens. So we're going to tell her to stay. She's still distracted. She's interested in the floor. The door opens and we shut it because we didn't invite her to go through. She's a little curious, but she doesn't keep her down for long. She's a fun little pup. And so we asked for the sit again. We asked for the wait. Now, her owner actually invited her to go, but she just decided to go to the open doorway and stop. She didn't want to go any farther. So one last time, and we're going to get Nugget, and we're going to kind of little try to keep her attention with just a treat, and ask for a sit. Owner, her owner picks her up, snuggles her a little bit, and puts her down. Now she's petting her as she's opening the door a little bit. And now she asked her to wait, hold the door open. She's inviting her to go through. Nugget's still looking at her owner, wanting to see what she does. And when her owner goes out, she goes out. And then they come back in. She rewards her, and then they come back in. And she's going to put Nugget away. And now this one is Mayetta. And we're going to do the same thing. Mayetta is a puppy as well, but she's about a month older than Nugget. So watch, and how we're dealing with Mayetta is quite a bit different than how we dealt with Nugget. Because Mayetta knows some things. She's a little bit older, so we can have her actually sit and then go through. We lead her through just so that she knows she can go. Mayetta's a little bit more food motivated at this point than Nugget is because her tummy's a little bit bigger and we've been feeding Nugget treats a lot. So, but notice the door starts to open and we close it when Mayetta starts to go out. Now she left it open there with Mayetta right there, just enough for her to get her nose through, but then she called her away and she shut the door. And now Mayetta's starting to focus to the food on the floor and not pay as much attention to the door, which is perfectly fine because we want to set the dogs up for success. And again, we leave the door open. She notices it. She thinks she can go out. So we just close the door. Because she's got to learn to go out when we tell her it's okay to go out. There we go. Now we invited her and tossed out a treat just to be extra motivating. And she walked through the door just fine. Now we're going to put Mayetta up and we're going to get out another puppy, but this one's an older puppy. This is Sonic, and Sonic is almost a year, just under a year. So Sonic's had a lot more training than the other two, so we treat him almost like an adult dog. So this is how you train it. He doesn't have a whole lot of experience with it because he keeps wanting to go. She tells him no, and she starts to close the door, but when she finally opens it, she tells him he can go, and he goes out. Now he also goes back out again when she tries to shut it. You don't want to hurt your dog, so Try not to actually shut the door hard on your dog. Uh, it can happen. Just be aware that you don't want to be slamming doors or else you could accidentally hurt your dog. So we get Sonic back in, settle him down, and ask for that sit again and the wait. And then she goes out and calls him with her. There we go. A nice controlled exit of the play space. Now we're going to get Ben. Ben is all excited because the three puppies are here today and he just wants to sniff and smell everything. So it may be a little bit harder for him to show you what he's supposed to do because he's a little distracted. And we don't always practice this. You should. That's my bad. Usually this gate we don't require it, which is why he jumped up and went through, but that's what you do. You just shut the gate or the door, get them back, ask for that stay or that wait, and then invite them through. There you go. And then they come back. That was our video on controlling doorways. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.